Are you tired of digging yourself into a hole? Do you rely on others to think for you and validate your own opinions and beliefs? Is dealing with your seasonal depression through quirky little self-sabotage projections not helping you stay consistent? Do you run away from deep, meaningful conversations that last more than 5 seconds? Do you ever just wonder why you're a lonely and generally unlikable person? Well, today we're gonna try self-compassion. A lot of you Zoomer, Coomers, soon-to-be boomers think we just have empathy pre-built into our brains, that we could just go along the world and project whatever the No, you fucking don't. What you're gonna need in order to participate today is paper, pen, the remaining willpower you've managed to scrape off the bottom of your depressive episode. So, without further ado, let's get on to step 1. Lose your mind. Write it down. What you're trying to capture and write down is the shit that's spinning 250 miles an hour in your head. And don't even try to judge it, because now you're adding on more thoughts to the fucking blender, alright? The blender that's just fucking going. And if what you write scares the living shit out of you, that's completely normal. You're probing a minefield with a fucking shovel. So just begin with writing those borderline offensive generalizations of what the fuck is trapped in here and get it out of here. Out onto paper. Out onto paper. And now that you've completed step 1, let's head on to step 2, meditation. The whole reason why I'm pairing meditation with writing is because it helps bring up the really bad stuff, like the stuff that you just can't let go. It's just fucking stuck there, right? And when you're meditating, it's painfully obvious as to what is staying, what you cannot let go, what is driving you insane. So, the meditation we're going to use is super simple. Find a nice, quiet, private place to just have a sit. And we're going to breathe in through our nose, fill up our lungs, and release it through our nose in a controlled manner. Just like that. And while you're doing it, really focus on the sensation of the oxygen going through your nose, up through your nasal cavity, down the back of your throat, and expanding your lungs. And as you release, feel that warmth, that body heat, release through the same route. And as you're focusing on that, your kind of default mode network is gonna run in the back of your head, but don't try to shut it up. Don't try to control the thoughts. Those are important. That's us digesting what we just wrote down. So it's important that we just let it ride. Just focus on those breaths and do maybe 10 to 15. It'll feel like an eternity for some. That's what's important, is that we do it anyways. Now that we're done with step 2, it's time to get on to step 3. Re-articulate the generalizations you first wrote. So when we redefine our generalizations, like all women are whores, really? Really? Really, dude? Really? Just because that one slut, happened to hook up with, just can't get her fucking brain around the idea that maybe the 5.5 inches her dad really pushed into her, may have been the reason as to why she has such a shallow perspective of the importance of sexual gratification. So when we think, well, all women are whores, we can rewrite this to not sound like a fucking incel. So as we articulate those generalizations, we go from all women are whores to this emotionally damaged girl could have not grasped the idea that sex was not the only thing I gave a shit about. Do you see how this one is a lot more respectful to your own self? Rather than completely throwing away every single chance you have of getting laid, to fundamentally understanding why some girls put themselves out there a little too easily. Here's another generalization. All men only want one thing. Okay, I'll give you like 50% of that one, alright? We can re-articulate all men only want one thing to most outgoing men I've dated, been attracted to, are sleazy, emotionally ignorant D-bags. The difference between this one and this one is just a useless fucking generalization. But this one, we can kind of work with, yeah? We can work with that one. So now that we've completed step 3, it's time to move on to step 4. Repeat, if necessary. Maybe you need to almost re-articulate the perspective of which you're viewing these things that you're re-articulating. Like, don't expect people will have the interest, faith, or willpower to confront trauma. Look closer at how some people will project what they want at the cost of your time and emotional well-being. These two things that you can do, and it could do something for you. And in the end, that's what matters. What you can do. Thank you for your time. And if you have any really tricky ones, why don't you throw them in the comments? See if other people's opinions might help you figure it out or re-articulate it, or maybe show that you're looking through a little bit of a flawed perspective, yeah, and maybe I'll come down there and swing by and give it a try. Thank you.